Hello there. Enough of the Obi-Wan references. By the way, very good Star Wars series. Let's come to the Tech View Newsflash for the, 19th of June already. And I want to talk a little bit about the news. Like I said last time already, I will be covering a little bit of news and then what will happen on this channel. So we start up with, I think, the news of the week, which is LaMDA. I would call it at least like this. LaMDA, I don't know how, or LaMDA, which is the new AI from Google. And this apparently, according to one Google engineer, got self-awareness, self-consciousness, which is pretty interesting. And this is actually a project that started as a chatbot, and now it has like a mental level of a 7 or 8 year old kid, according to one of the Google researchers called Blake Lemoine, and he has been working on the LaMDA project. And Google somehow wanted to stop this discussion and said, oh no, he's like crazy, he's like not talking the truth, and no, it doesn't have any self-awareness. LaMDA stands for Language Model for Dialogue Applications. So yeah, it's like a very long term, so it makes sense to make an abbreviation out of it. And it's a project that started from 2017 on as open source project, because Google was working on this one released it as open source for everyone to use it. And according to the researcher, it's possible that there is some kind of self-awareness, self-consciousness, feelings that can be described by the AI, just like, for example, I'm happy, I'm sad, the strong feelings that also human beings can say, and 7 to 8 year old people or kids can also say. And so he thinks there must be some intelligence behind this AI. Others say no, it's not the case, but we have to see how this will develop further. I think it's very interesting to see that such a project, and probably only from such projects, we will someday come to the conclusion that there is some kind of self-awareness in those intelligent learning applications, because they are learning already a little bit like human beings are learning as well. Just like by imitating stuff, the input that they get, they are trying to imitate and learn from this. And this is a concept of AI that can evolve one day into an artificial intelligence. But so like we know from movies like Star Wars or Star Trek. But is it really there already? Are we reaching a level where we have some kind of proof that this might be already a self-aware AI system? I'm a bit skeptical when it comes to this, because I think we still have a lot of things to do there in this point. And the other thing I'm skeptical is, those developments, those discoveries will probably be made in one of those labs, but when will the public notice them? Because of course those self-awareness AIs will be done or will appear probably randomly. They will not appear on purpose, like, oh, we put all our effort to develop such a thing. No, it could happen that this will appear randomly somewhere in a place where we don't expect it to be. And it could be also a self-aware AI that is different from what we expect it to be, in terms of how self-aware it is, in terms of what opinions it will have, what kind of feelings it will have, what kind of way to communicate with human beings it will have. It will, of course, try to communicate on the same level as us humans, but it will be, I think, something different. What do you think? Write it down in the comments. I think it's super interesting topic, but I don't want to waste my time all on this interesting topic. I want to talk a little bit of smartphones, because we have somewhere, I have one of the best flip phones currently on the market. This is the Huawei P50 Pocket and which has like a new mode here where I can like long press now to change themes here, which is pretty awesome. So they added some new features in here. Anyway, Motorola also did its Razr phone. It was very, very quiet now around Motorola according to the Razr phone, but now there are rumors coming up that a new Razr phone might be coming very soon. And this new Razr phone should cost around 1,150 euros, which is pretty high price point for a phone, but for a flip phone, it is pretty low, I would say. And this new Razr V3, I think it is called still, should come with a little bit more potent hardware. So that means like high-class hardware. First of all, they upped the display. This is now 6.9 inch, and what the Razr phone will have will be 6.7 inch. It's growing from the first Razr flip phone, smartphone that had 6.2 inch. And also the outer display, this is I think mere 1 inch, I think, should be 3 inch now, which is like also a big improvement to the smaller screen they had, which was already the biggest on a flip phone on their first Razr model. Also, they want to be a flagship phone now. So instead of like mid-range components, they will pack in the latest Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. Sadly, not the 8 Gen 1 Plus. I think we will see overheating issues there on the Razr, but we have to see how it will work out. I like that the flip phone design is getting a little bit bigger, because this 7 inch here, almost 7 inch, 6.9 inch, is pretty cool, especially for scrolling through stuff. I can show it to you, like scrolling through Mastodon, for example, is super cool, because you have this 21:9 aspect ratio. It doesn't need to be 21:9, but it makes it super comfortable to use and hold it with one hand. And I think it is cool that Razr is also upping up the, without going super crazy like this 21:9, almost 7 inch screen, 6.7 inch, 6.7 inch is, I think, a nice compromise. Then we will see Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. We will see probably 12 gigabytes of RAM, which is pretty interesting, and 512 gigabytes of internal space. Hopefully there will be some kind of variant where you can also add a micro SD card or something like this. But I doubt it very much. With 512 gigabytes, it could be that they say, no, that's enough. What is not known yet so far is like what the cameras will bring. I have the fear that Motorola is not the best in terms of cameras, so I have the fear it will be some kind of 48, 64 megapixel mainstream camera module, not like a large sensor, not fancy features, just like this here ultra spectrum camera, for example, on the P50 Pocket that creates wonderful results. So yeah, it will be a kind of like a mixed bag, I would say. And it should come out in China first in July 2022, so 1 month, the Razr 3. This is how it will officially be called. And hopefully then later it will come also globally, which would be very interesting. So from the flip phone, Razr phone, back to another completely different topic. Internet Explorer died. Yes, we have to say goodbye to Internet Explorer, because it had its last breath the last couple of weeks. But there an interesting news story popped up, and this shocked me a little bit, because usually Japan is one of those countries where technology country where everyone says, oh, it is like a nerd heaven, a geek's heaven. Basically, in terms of technology, they're using technology everywhere, and it's super awesome and interesting. But this is only one, maybe, kind of cliche view of the whole world, of the world view of Japan. On the other hand, they're also very conservative, and in this case, very conservative, using the Internet Explorer in public offices still. And this is very concerning, I would say. I thought that only Germany is so behind the technology, especially in public offices where they are using like really old stuff. But no, apparently 49% of public offices in Japan are still using the Internet Explorer in one form or another. So this is pretty interesting. So that means that not companies per se are using it, but public offices, like offices for the government, for the prefecture that they have there, the prefectural government, and the organization of the country itself is running still on Internet Explorer, or relies on certain ways on Internet Explorer. And the thing is, they cannot simply switch now with the end of the Internet Explorer support to something else directly, because they have some technologies that are still relying on the Internet Explorer, which is like super bad on one hand, because they should have saw this coming years, like decades before, that the Internet Explorer will not be there anymore. And the interesting thing is, like, the EA mode that Microsoft builds into their Edge browser for a long time, I think it's now disappearing as well, is also not suitable for running those old legacy applications, I would say, in the web browser, which is like a super no-go. And yeah, they are now trying to switch to already alternatives that they have installed on those laptops, on those machines and PCs, but they're not using it for everything. So they have Google Chrome, they have Microsoft Edge installed, but in parallel to the Internet Explorer. And for certain things, they have to go to the Internet Explorer, otherwise it's not working, which is, yeah, a bummer, I would say. So that's this. Then we have to shortly talk about my favorite Linux desktop, or favorite desktop of the whole PC world, the KDE Plasma 525, released with tons of new features. I really like the new design. I really like the new swipe gestures that you can do on your touchpad, which is super awesome. The new overview feature, which allows you to see all the open all the open applications in an overview, the virtual desktops in an overview with search ability. Reminds me a little bit of GNOME, but yeah, it is, I think, very good. Also the touchscreen support. I have my MateBook E, this is how it's called, here with touchscreen, for example, which runs flawlessly also with Plasma, which is pretty awesome. They have some new keyboard shortcuts as well. The Meta and W, so Super Key or Windows Key and W, gives you the new overview effect if you don't want to use the swipe gestures or have a touchscreen, or yeah, only have a keyboard and no touchpad. But it's pretty cool and awesome that they show those features. Everything is nice and smooth running, and yeah, lots and lots of more features. Just take a look at KDE Plasma 525. It's a very good Linux desktop. And then we come to videos. What am I planning? What did I do already? Hey, there's a spider on my desk. Go away. Now it's outside there. So what am I planning? Xperia XE2 Premium camera review is coming. I will present it to you, a short little overview of the Xperia XE2 Premium. So legacy device, where do I have it? It's charging right now. I cannot take it to show it to you. But I also recorded a camera review for it. I have to cut it still, so it will come later, probably either this week or next week or something like this. What will come with the Magic 4 Ultimate versus Xperia Pro I camera comparison? Xperia Pro I is overheating here right now, but it is running. It's 33 degrees outside right now. This is why I originally tried to make this video outside, but it will overheat directly. So now 12 minutes, it's overheating. Probably have to stop it at one point. Anyway, Magic 4 Ultimate versus Xperia Pro I camera comparison is coming. FreeBuds Pro versus Linkbuds S review is also coming, already done. Just need to press the release button and it will be released. And I will of course compare the Linkbuds S with the Earbuds 3 Pro from Honor. And yeah, the Xperia 1 Mark IV should have arrived this week, but did not. There has been a delay on Amazon, and they are telling me next week probably. So hopefully this will be coming. I will do, of course, a review Xperia XE2 Premium against the iPhone XS camera comparison, as well as some IEMs are coming. Actually, today one IEM should come as well. I'm recording on Saturday, just so you know. So IEMs are coming. IEMs are in-ear monitors, just like those here. So as I'm reviewing some of the true wireless headsets, I thought maybe I will review and take a look at what has changed 1 year, I think, ago, that I tried out some headphones, like the final stuff. Now I'm trying out a different company and want to see how their products are doing, because they're, a company called Moondrop, if you are aware of this. So yeah, this video will also come, probably not next week, but... And that is everything for this video. You noticed already that the Xperia Pro I overheated, so 14 minutes and 14 seconds was the limit here, 33 degrees outside, and inside probably a little bit cooler, like maybe 25 degrees. Don't have something to check the temperature here. How is it called? Thermometer. Otherwise, that's everything for this video. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Until the next time. Bye.